it, but some of these charter schools, the things that we're going through with our children, it makes no sense. It doesn't. I'm just baffled by some of the stuff that our children are going through. Being locked up and being treated different ways and having all these different types of. I mean, Boston Public Schools, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on in these schools. I don't. It's really sad.
One thing that when I think about the name of your show, I think about how do
People
we,
power with Priscilla.
how do we help people harness their power? What
Mm.
can we do differently with the schools? Is there a way that we can help the parents, the families, to do an assessment of the
Oh,
schools that they're in?
there's a lot of stuff going on with these schools. We'll have that's gonna be for another show because I see my friend Ron Bell done jumped on the
All
scene.
right, all right.
I'm gonna be
I was
honest.
just listening to y'all, right? And all that sounds so good and nice. But you know, I didn't hear nothing about no money, ching ching. Because the thing is, it's like with all that said, right? And Pastor Bruce, well, I see your face. Hey, what's up? Listen, we got to get folks some money. Because you know I'm a voting rights advocate, 33 years in the mix, right? But at the same time, it's like folks don't want to hear about anything else until they get some money in their pocket. I'm going to keep it real. And y'all know how it is. You could be sick. Someone put some money in your pocket, your neck could be healed. Your back feel better. Your ankles feel better. That arthritis dries up, right?
You're right, Ron.
But
You're right.
no, I'm keeping it real. No,
What
listen.
that guy say? Show me the money. I hear you. And I
Show me the money, cut the check, because that's what's going to be about tonight. And I'm asking people to come on out 5:30 at the Roxbury Media Arts Building, because we're going to talk about money, because it's almost become taboo in our community. I understand. Big sisters, I love y'all both. Y'all are my sisters, right? But we got to start thinking about what's going to help us. Of course, we got to love each other, support each other. Don't talk bad about it. Stop the name. I'm listening to folks talk about Black Boston, blaming each other. It's like, you know what? Let's start all over.
Yeah.
Let's start with ourselves.
A new year, 2026.
Well, the thing is, for me, you know, because I've had some health issues, and I'm going to talk about it tonight. And the thing is, it's like, before I make a decision about anything, what am I doing to make me a better person? What am I doing? Did I forgive the brother or sister? Don't have much experience in this particular area, because I was them at 20 or 35, because that's the oldest I am right now. And why y'all fix your face, Zakia? I see that mother.
Oh no, I'm coming back for you in a minute.
No, but I'm just saying, it's like, you know, the old saying they talk about, keep doing the same old thing, the same old ways, insanity.
Results. Yeah.
What?
It's like, keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. It's insanity. It is.
Right. Thank you.
Well, okay. I am certifiable, so you know, I just putting that as a disclaimer, so y'all know when I go to the left, well, she's certifiable. But I understand exactly what you're saying, Ron, because
Wait a second, hold on. You're certifiable. What's that mean? Are you?
Insane.
So we can go off to this morning, because I'm like on the edge right now.
No, insane. You know.
Okay.
I keep trying to do the same thing over the same thing, and I'm not getting the results that I want, and I'm tired of being sick and tired.
There you go. I know that. And the thing is, it's like, we got to do it differently. And what I like about the Real Talk Network, we are disrupting the civic infrastructure. Like, even with the Globe, you know, folks are like, Ron's not a financial expert. Of course not. I want to get my credit together. I want to be able to pay off all my bills. I want to do all the things that everybody needs to do in the Black community. And brown. Okay, we're going to say brown. I don't know what that means, but anyway. And being dark skinned, that makes that's kind of like, I ain't gonna go there. But the thing
You know you
is,
black, Ron. I'm black.
and
You're
beautiful,
black.
but
Pastor Bruce black. We all black.
good, because some of us in the diaspora don't say that. But I ain't gonna go there. That's another broadcast. I'm gonna come back and do that one. But but I'm saying is like we have to like get to a point where we talk about money,
Yeah.
we be transparent, let's talk to each other and not down to each other. Stop naming and blaming. I mean, I'm listening to folks because we're in a bad and we didn't get here because we just woke up one morning or was born on this earth. We were born into this stuff. So let's kind of unravel. This is what I like about hacking the archives. I know I'm with Real Talk too, but it's that we're exploring the history, 50 years of our history, the heroes and sheroes who paved the way, the 50 years that we're about, because we're the heroes and shields for the next 50 years. So I'm just as happy that we're beginning a new chapter. And I'll leave it at that. Go ahead, Sister Zakia. I know you got
Yeah,
you.
because you came in and slam dunked me. I wasn't supposed to start with where's the money because I was responding to what do we teach the children. I don't start with money with children. I start with values. What values should I imbue in you? So I
Okay.
was starting with that.
Okay.
So
Okay. All right.
now getting the money,
Chapter 2.
baby, baby, baby. I wake up almost every day thinking about $18 billion with a B. Public money was invested in the seaport to create a neighborhood.
Mm.
What would we do in greater Black Boston with 18 billion with a B to stabilize Roxbury, Black Dorchester, and Mattapan, and so forth and so on without displacement? Imagine if the three of us, imagine if the four of us with Pastor Bruce Wald in the room were able to say, this is how we would invest 18 billion with a B.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And all they did was build them another city with 13,000 people. And you barely see any of us down there.
No, because
I mean,
the first 3 years, 97% of the mortgages went to white people over there. That's easily attainable information from the Credit Reinvestment Act review.
I'm
That's
telling
that
you.
there was a 97% white neighborhood. And now they've got a few blacks nestled here and there in so-called affordable housing over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to create dead space, dead air. But
No. That's
what
good to know.
we
18 bit.
need the
I didn't know it
money.
was that much money. Maybe that's from like the payout from the big dig. I don't know. But in any event, right, we're going to be at Roxbury Media Arts Center tonight, the Roxbury Community College, the Media Arts Center at 5:30. Make sure you get there. We want to make sure our folks are in the front row, not in the back of the bus, not in the back, where you can't see anything. Because we want to start a new chapter in Black Boston. And I'm glad you said, Zakia, Sister Zakia, Greater Black Boston, because I go to Brockton, Randolph with an F, and Avon and Holbrook, Springfield. Folks from Mission are out there.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
in
like where I grew up.
Fitchburg.
Yeah.
We're in Fitchburg. I was
We're
born in
all over. No,
Leominster,
listen, I'm
raised in Sterling, and now I got friends from here whose kids had to buy homes in Fitchburg.
Fitchburg.
Mhm.
They can barely say it. Where's your son live now? Fitchburg.
There's black people out there.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
addition to my 6 relatives, yes.
Okay. No,
That's what
but
they say about Boston. There are black people in Boston.
Right.
Have you all seen that movie Eraser?
Yes, erase.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it because I
Eraser.
didn't want to get it. No, I didn't want to see. No, let me tell you.
No, you
A
need to
couple
watch
of
it.
people sent it to me. I didn't want to see it before this conference tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean
Tonight.
tonight.
Mhm.
I didn't want to see it because I didn't want to have a trigger on the stage or on the panel, and because y'all know how I am from Mission. Thank God for Pastor Wall, Pastor Dickinson, Bishop Dickinson, and
I'm from Mission Hill too.
Bishop Hogan. Because I
No,
need
I'm
about
really
three,
from
four
Orchard Park.
pastors to help me to deal with all this institutional racism, systemic racism, and everything alike. But anyway, this is a new chapter. I think that, I had a prominent businessman call me, right? I'm not going to say his name. But he called
Sophia
me and
laughing.
said,
She must have
why
known.
do y'all always look to the philanthropic community when we talk about wealth? My first
Y'all
reaction
got
is like,
it.
my first reaction is like, nigga, every time I call you, you never cut a check. But anyway, I ain't gonna go there. But the thing is, it's like, this is why when somebody is trying to do something positive, let's be more kind to each other. I mean, it's like, stop it. Okay, join in. We've been like, this is not like Real Talk Network just didn't happen yesterday. This is the last, we started in 2021 during the mayor election when Kim Janey was acting mayor and Michelle Wu and everybody ran for mayor. And, we started out with, what is your question for the future of Boston? And what, from your personal experience, brought you to that question. Now, 4 years later, we're talking about wealth. Because I'm a voting rights advocate. We registered over 100,000. Thank you, Zakia, and everybody else that helped. Because everybody want to take credit, but nobody want to pay the bills. But the bottom line is like, we are moving forward because we have to. We have no choice. When folks start things, let's support it. I mean, why not support Boston Praise Radio and TV?
Yeah.
Why not support, outlets that can help us, right?
Exactly.
Can
Get the word out more.
I hate to jump in, but I
Go
get
ahead.
upset
Don't hate.
when I hear you say that brother from the corporate Black community or whatever asked you that question. What does he think the philanthropic community's purpose is?
Exactly.
Just like a profit-making corporation, the bottom line is they are supposed to be concerned with making sure that they return on investment to their investors, right?
Right.
Well, the philanthropic community, they're supposed to give away a certain percentage of their money every year. So why wouldn't we go look at them?
But the other piece is like my boy works in I ain't going to say the foundation, but every time he said, Ron, make sure you get paid. Because, he knows I give away money. And I help everybody. I just look out for folks because I love Black people. But the bottom line is this, right? He said, this is not our money. We
That's
manage money of folks that have money.
Yeah, they're shepherds. They're shepherds of money.
Yeah, they are stewards of money.
Legally,
but who has the money now? Who has all the money now? And how did they get the money?
The corporations give it to them for a tax break.
So they owe us. We are
Priscilla,
overdue.
I said to you when we first started, before our dear brother Ron came on, I said, I promised Ron that once a month I would personally do a workshop. We won't call it that. We'll probably call it a listening session with community about wealth and where do we go from here. I said we were going to start in December, but we'll have to start in January. Let me tell you why. Because the dear brother who said we could use his BCYF Community Center to start the work, well, he passed away Sunday. Chenault Terry. And so we can't start this month because we have to figure out where do we go from here. I understand that his supervisor is on board with us continuing his work, but I don't think we can make it happen in December, but in 2026, in January, we will have our first discussions. And with Chenault, what he wanted me to focus on was helping people who have behavioral health issues, whether it was overcoming substance use disorders such as alcohol or other drugs, or just, I say, garden variety depression that many of us live with. How do we establish wealth when we have all these other issues? Yeah. And Chenault was so happy just before he passed away last Friday or Thursday, maybe Wednesday. I called and said, listen, I just got a new workshop protocol or whatever you call it, curriculum from Mental Health America, how to help people with mental health issues do estate planning. And this is
Wow.
what Ron had asked me to look into. So
Mhm.
things are coming our way. Will the philanthropic community support us? We're going to have to make them. We're going to have to
Right.
go back to Priscilla Flint's tagline. How do you pronounce your last name, sis?
Flint.
M-A-H. Oh, no,
Oh
that's,
no, that's my organization, Mahi. My last name is Flint
you
Zaki. I
know
don't
what?
know if
You
you
know
know
what?
me.
You know
Y'all
what?
are crazy. Y'all are
Ron,
crazy.
Ron is laughing at me. Okay, I haven't had my caffeine yet. It's true.
Me neither.
I
What
But
thought she had a
what
Zakia,
are you
name.
drinking in that?
I
What's
said,
in
I know
that
she
big
had a,
bottle you drinking?
listen,
I,
Zakia, don't listen to Ron.
but we have to harness our power and tell the foundations the people want us to get funding to do this, that, and a third.
Well, let me just tell you something. How big of a space are you looking for?
No, we have the. I believe we'll have the space, but what we have at the Holland, if it continues to work out for us, we can hold over 150 people at a time
Wow.
in small group discussions because they have like 15 tables of 10 each. They've got the gym. They've got, if people can walk up and down stairs, they've got a teen center. And then in good weather, they've got like an acre of land outside we can work with.
Wow, that's awesome.
So
That's
we should be able
beautiful.
to do everything we need to do and be an example of how others can utilize their own community centers in their neighborhoods
That's
to,
right.
to bring the power to the people.
Right. And so just gotta put in a shameless plug
Yeah,
for
yeah.
321 Blue Hill Ave, the
Mm-hmm.
Roxbury Multi-Service Center. We are looking for people who are looking for office space to work with us to come in, have meetings, hold meetings, have events. It's gonna be open. And they need to contact me and let's make this happen. Let's work together.
That's right.
We need to be in collaboration instead of
Mm-hmm.
competition. I've been saying this for a long time.
Well, let's collaborate and tell get the people to say to the foundations, we want this funded because
Right.
these three, Ron and Sister Priscilla and Zakia say they can create 100 jobs if they had this amount of money.
Exactly.
Let's
That's
Is
see
right.
what
Pastor
happens if
Wall?
we do
I've
that.
been
Ron said, go get the money. Come on. Let's
and we
get the
need and
people.
we need Boston Praise Radio. So we need that drive-by time, that 7 to 9
Yes,
a.m.
yes.
Monday through Friday. Because there's so much stuff going on in our community that we don't have a clue. And this is the only radio station that tells it like it is not afraid to speak up and speak out. And
Mm-hmm.
and you know my saying, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. Enough is enough.
Well, you know how when you all of y'all write proposals like I do. And so we write proposals and it says, get 3 reference letters, right? No, instead of 3 reference letters, we need to bring 500 Black folks to a meeting and tell the foundations,
That's right.
here they are. There are recommendations. They want
That's
us to
right.
get this funding because they know we're going to hire 100 kids from the young people from the neighborhoods and some older people as well. And we're going to keep them employed at good wages. Now give us the money.
That's right.
Well,
That's
there's going to be 500 people there tonight, so we
good.
can start it tonight
I'll
because I
make
know
sure
you've
I
been saying.
bring plenty of business cards for Mahi and Blue Hill
Well,
Consulting.
sit in the front row because you're in the video.
Okay.
You're in the
I'm gonna have my
Zakia's
youth
in the
kid up there
video.
with me too.
She says her health is her wealth. Her wealth is her health, or her health is her wealth. And
I was quoting somebody from one of my conversations, I think.
it might have been me.
It might have been, but
I know because when Ron get money, he feels a whole lot better. I know that for him being my campaign manager.
Yo,
listen,
Ron said, I can't think, Priscilla, unless I have money. Can you think when you ain't got no money?
I can think about
I
paying
was
the light
raised well.
bill.
I wish Pastor Wall would come on. I see
know,
his
come
picture.
on, Pastor, say
Pastor
something.
Wall, where's he at? Is that his face? It would
That's
be
his
nice
face.
if he come on this conversation, the OG.
I know it. Him and his radio station of 15 years.
Pastor Wall, come on. Come on. So we're having a discussion about money. We're trying to raise $250,000 for Boston Praise Radio TV.
That's right. Let's do it.
Say that again. Say it again.
No, but the thing is, it's like tonight's going to be a good beginning of the new beginnings of the new beginnings. Let's just do it right this time. to have a major media outlet and a group of nonprofit organizations and well-seasoned community organizers coming together to change the narrative. And
That's right.
that $8 don't sit well with me. I
That
think it's
$8
lower than
is a
that.
joke.
It's probably lower than that now
That's
because
right.
the dollar is losing value.
Pastor
Right.
Bruce Wall saying no.
No,
Yeah, see the big no in the chat? No.
no, I can't watch the chat and talk. I can't come and walk, so I definitely can't be on a Zoom and look at the chat. Now I think I touched something and disappeared.
No,
No.
you're here.
So tonight again, I will say Roxbury Media Artsville, not because there's another event going on. Don't get it mixed up. Come to the Media Arts Building at 5:30. Be there early. We want the folks that benefit from this to be in the front row. Because the seats 500 and plus already registered, but RSVP don't mean anything to me until people show up. So show up tonight. We're gonna be doing this, as Sister Zakia talked about, ongoing. It's not like we can't do everything in 1 hour or 2 hours.
No.
It has to be ongoing because 400 years of whatever, I don't even know how to describe it. It's just not right.
400 years of torture, agony, disrespect, murder, thievery, killing, lynching, rape. 470 years. It's time. It's our time now. It's our time because we are the people and we have the power. And we need to show it and show up and come out tonight because you will be surprised. I don't forgot what I said, so I want to see it.
You look good. You look good. We all look good because we are sincere and we're being transparent about.
And we've been working for a long time, Ron, and we've been through a lot of trauma.
But do I look like I'm traumatized?
No. Do I look like I'm traumatized?
No, seriously. Because what's so sad?
This is real talk.
Let me just say this though. This is how bad it is, right? Because we know that Boston, 24 neighborhoods and counting, because there's so many neighborhoods. There's no alleys anymore, right? And there's no neighborhoods because the neighbors are gone. They're in Brockton, they're in Randolph, and they're in Avon and Holbrook. I mean, there's black folks everywhere, right? And brown folks, Latinos. I don't know what brown mean, but anyway. But the thing is, we're everywhere. But the bottom line is that we don't even know what's going on in our community. We're so divided. I went to Spark FM yesterday. I was a guest yesterday. I didn't know. I pass by it all the time. It's right there on Blue Hill Ave in Morton. And these sisters, they got their own station, Spark FM. And it was such a blessing. And when I told them I'm with Boston Praise Radio and TV, formerly Boston Black News and Milton Access TV, blah, blah, they were like, you got it. See, you understand the importance of media.
Yeah.
Let's catch the vision. Hear the message, right? We have a major media outlet that's willing, and we're going to keep them on point to get our message out, right? Let's get the message out. Let's organize our people. Don't depend on anyone. Don't depend on anyone. Let's do this ourselves because we can do it. I'm passionate about this because I have no choice.
Right.
I'm going into my senior years and I want to train other young leaders. People are calling me about stuff that as if I'm still in Governor Patrick's office. Like, I don't do constituency services.
But you do.
But I do.
Right. Pastor Bruce Wall said that he charges $150 an hour to be on the show. He says, show him the money.
Okay, we can pay him the money. We give him the money.
That's right.
Tell him we'll give him the money.
I
think them clams he want me to buy him. He want me to buy him some seafood. That's gonna cost $150. He loves lobster, but he don't need to be eating no lobster.
He sure don't. He don't.
There you go.
Hey, there you
I know.
are.
Look at him. He's
It's
like, hey, y'all,
amazing.
look at him. I love Pastor Wall. Look at him. He's
Come
so
back.
crazy. Come back. Come on back. You see, you done messed up now.
Yeah, I'm excited about tonight because I think that this is an opportunity for us OGs, as they call us, to really make some noise, let people know that we know what we're doing, that we've been in this fight. I was born in this fight at Boston City Hospital. I think I came out fighting because that's all I know how to do is fight and talk and work. I'm a workaholic, for real, for real. But I'm, like I said, I'm tired. You don't know my young folks. You don't know their stories. Half of them. I'm telling you. I have a youth in my program. I'm not gonna mention his name. Who is 17 years old, has a 3-year-old child, and goes to school every day.
Mm-mm.
This does not make no sense. The stuff that our young folks are going through. There's so much into this phone thing. It just drives me crazy.
The phone?
We got the schools, the youth in the phones. Every cohort that I have done, and I've been doing this for 5 years now. We are a 501c3, Marcus Anthony Hall Educational Institute. We got our 501c status. We got our building at 321 Blue Hill Ave, and we are going to make some things happen. I'll tell you, we are the people. We got the power. We just have to come together. We got to stop those that are backbiting us, those that are stabbing us in the back. We got to call them out. We have to call them out. Our elected officials, do you all realize that next year, people that own homes, their taxes going up 13%?
13%. So
13%?
Can you put that in some real figures for me? I was thinking about
$780 a year. Our taxes are going up.
How much?
$780 a year.
So
those that are on fixed income.
Yes.
What? Come on.
Right.
I didn't want to go down this hole, but Michelle Wu, I'm sick of you. I'm just gonna be out and tell it. How do you do that? She just raised the taxes this year. 13.6%. The city blaming the state blaming the city. I'm sick of all them politicians. They all need to go. I'm telling you, the only one I will support and work with is Julia Mejia. I'm sorry. The rest of them, they're full of what makes the grass grow green, as my friend Makia Baker used to say. I'm sick of it. It does not make any sense. The stuff that is going on in our charter schools, oh my God, that's another story for another day. But they getting ready to get blasted too. The things that are happening in our community, that are happening to our children, it makes no sense. Do you know that the Orange Line yesterday pulled into Roxbury Crossing and didn't come all the way to the end, didn't come all the way to the platform? 2 people stepped off the train 10 feet down. Come on, people.
Oh, God.
Thank God they're still alive. They pulled into the train, the door opened, and they weren't at the platform. Come on. This stuff that is going on makes no sense. They're taking our pharmacies away. All the Walgreens are closing, but they got them in Dedham. They're taking away our hospitals. They done closed County Hospital. What are they doing with all these schools they're closing? We need these schools. We need to get these schools and teach our own children, because they're not teaching our children nothing. They don't give them no homework. They're not teaching our children history. Come on. Wake up, Boston. I'm telling you, I'm on the warpath today.
I see.
But the plan.
I see. You do know we're on the air.
I know we're on the air. That's why I'm saying it.
No, but
That's why I'm saying it.
But
Where's the plan? How do we plan with these people to use the power that the people have, Brother Ron?
Well, the thing is, for me right now, and I hear the passion, I hear the fight, because I'm the same way, because I do want to live. and I do want to make sure I pass the knowledge on to younger folks,
Mhm.
is that we just got to keep it moving, because the energy we can put towards other folks that are not doing what they're supposed to,
Mhm.
if we continue to do what's right and keep it moving, it's
Yeah.
going to outweigh the bad. Good always outweigh the bad. Love outweighs evil. I
That's right.
mean, the evil empire, even in DC, is getting ready to be destroyed because
Mm-hmm.
it's trickling down now.
Yeah.
So for me, I have a new perspective. I was just in the hospital. I'm glad I was able to vote on November 4th. And I have a whole new perspective of life. And and I see us, we've been fighting this fight. I mean, I've been organizing for 40 years. I mean, I know I'm 36, but I mean, I started when I was in my mother's Why y'all fix your face? Why y'all y'all are bad.
Well,
But no, I'm just saying though, it's like we gotta stop putting our energy in the right places.
I'm on the
People are
ear.
not trying to hold us
I'm
back.
on the ear.
They're just trying to get what they can. We need to get what we can for our people, our community, my son, my grandson, their children's children, generational wealth. Now, with all that said, Sister Zakia, and I'll stop back with, it all evolves around love. It all evolves
Yeah.
around supporting each other. Stop knocking this one.
Forgiving each other.
Yeah, man, it's not gonna, it's not help. We don't need anyone else dogging us. We
Mm-hmm.
already got that. That's already folks have, they've actually done so well is trying to keep us down, but we're robust, we're freaking resilient. We moved, but we are human. So for me tonight, it's like I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I was gonna go get a haircut, but I noticed that my hair don't grow like it used to. So I'm gonna do my little thing, save me $60, because yeah, $60 for, and I don't even have hair, so you
Oh,
know
Is
how
you
hard it
that
is.
is that with the tip?
Yeah, that's with the tip.
Oh, thank goodness.
But I got a good barber because I relax and I can fall asleep in the chair and we talk. He actually gave me a donation.
uh,
You know what I mean, for
a
Dunk the
blessing.
Vote.
That's a
Mhm.
blessing.
It's a
Yeah.
blessing. But
Yeah.
see, that's what community is about, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Each one teach one, each one
Right.
help each other, because
They
that's what man.
support you because you support them.
There you go.
It's just like the like places that we do businesses with, like our cleaners, different places like that we do services with.
Right.
They should have a donation. I stopped going to a cleaners because I went to the cleaners asking for a donation for my fundraiser and they didn't give me one. I said, okay, bye, see ya. And I ain't been back. And
Mhm.
don't plan on going back. I go to
That,
my
that's how I felt about Winston Flowers. It used to be next door to Cooper Community Center. When I worked in the youth program, we were doing a fashion show, right?
mm-hmm.
And I went there for a donation. Those white folks looked at me and said, "We don't donate here."
Yeah, I mean, like, but you take my money when you want
Yeah,
when
and
I bring my clothes in here to clean.
the
I'm
churches were
telling you,
buying flowers from them and stuff. The black churches, it was crazy. That
yeah,
was.
that's what they do. They want our money,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't want to support us.
Well,
Mm-mm.
on the spirit of support, and I do want to give a shout out to what you're doing, Priscilla. Marcus Anthony Educational Institute. I knew Marcus. I know his mom. Actually, she used to live down the street from me in Milton at one point. But let me just say this: them young people are incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're in the video, Bermenia,
Bermina.
Bermina.
Bermina. She's supposed to
She's
be on the
incredible.
show.
Jackson.
She,
They're incredible.
yeah,
They're in the video. I hope they can make it tonight. But all of them, even like Lenny's son, it was such a blessing to
I
be able to
know.
see
LJ,
little Lenny. Like Lenny, because
LJ,
Lenny and I grew up from Frugal Bookstore. We grew
yeah,
up
right.
together.
Yep.
And when I seen his little face, I seen like Lenny in him. And you
Mhm.
see, that's what it's about. And I encourage people to support our black businesses. I'm telling you,
That's
go
right.
down Nubian.
Yep.
I'm gonna buy books and stuff at Lenny's shop like I do every year. Well, not every year, but the last few years I've been trying to buy, certain things for Dunk the Vote supporters and Dunk the Vote
Mhm.
staff members, and but because he is a true Bostonian, and he's
Yep.
that's my brother right there. So for all those who don't know where to get black books, good
That's right.
books,
Yeah.
with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Go to Frugal Bookstore, Nubian Square. They're open always. And but yeah, but we need to support each other.
Yeah.
Support Marcus Anthony Educational Institute, of course, Boston Praise Radio and TV. Send your money, even if it's $5, $10, whatever. Just let us know that you're listening. Let us know that we're looking out for each other. And of course, dunkthevoteforever.org. I'll give you the website because that donate button's right there. But no, but I'm just saying though, this is a new beginning for us. Even no matter what comes our way from the administration, DC, it's nothing could be worse than what we've been through.
That's
So
right.
let's pull together. Let's love each other. I mean, I can hear the voice of Dr. Virgil Woods, who was my mentor I lost last year. He always said, Ron, you're different. You're not, are you really from Boston? And I was like, yes, I'm from Mission, right? Because, we don't say Boston, we're neighborhood pride, right? And we have to we have to develop a new narrative for us. We've been in this work. I know Sister Zakiya probably 20, 30 years. Priscilla, you knew me when I was like 8 years old, I think. 7, whatever. So, but I'm just saying though, we just have to look out for each other.
We do.
And if we just start to do that, those that are in power will see it.
Yeah.
And they'll leave us alone instead of dividing us. One of the things I said on Spark yesterday, FM, was the fact that we're no longer going to let the Globe, the Herald, the elected officials tell us who our leaders are.
Exactly.
Because the leaders are the ones that don't get the awards. They're not at the big banquets. They're not, the ones sitting in. No. Because the ones that led me weren't them folks.
Yeah.
Because them folks were like humble. They were like, you don't even have to write me. I'm not doing this as a tax write-off. I'm giving because I see something in you.
Mm-hmm.
We need to continue and I'll just leave with this quote because I'm gonna let y'all talk because I know y'all got a lot to say. Frederick Douglass once said, "In the spirit of unity," and I use this quote all the time. People probably say he always uses this quote. Well, I remember it. We are one. Our cause is one. We must help each other if we are to succeed. We are one. Our cause is one. We must help each other if we are to succeed. That's the spirit of unity. He said that, and I quote that. I believe it. And Sheila.
That's right. I'm telling you, like I have
Pastor Wall he keeps sending us emails. I am the G. He just
3
want
years from
Pastor Wall,
80.
he's like this. Oh yeah, I know I'm ministering to you, Pastor Wall. So I'm gonna come and get my offering later.
In the spirit of tonight, it's not in the spirit of tonight, in the spirit of the Real Talk Network, tonight it says we're going to be identifying barriers that keep people from obtaining and maintaining wealth.
Yeah.
One of those barriers to break down is the educational piece. Like I'm making that commitment in the spirit of Chanel Terry. We're going to continue. We're going to start, if it takes till January to start, bringing people together to talk about how do we protect what that is most important and precious to us, and how do we protect the Priscilla Flints and the Ron Bells and even myself and of course Pastor Bruce Wall and the church and the radio station. What can we do to raise the money? I'm going to be sharing a report with you all about the $60 million that the state received from the opioid overdose settlement money. We're going to have to assess how much money should Roxbury receive from that, because I can show you that we didn't receive anywhere near the amount of deaths that we have incurred. How about that? How about that? That even now in 2025, there's still a disparity. Even with all these different black and brown eyes on the money, we're not getting our fair share, I would say.
Not.
I would say that Priscilla can continue every month to tell you how many black folks are getting jobs in these various publicly funded construction sites. And what are we going to do about it?
I'll
Because she
tell you.
can't do it alone. She can't do it alone. We
I
are the
tell,
people. We have the power.
I sit on the Boston Employment Commission. I tell you, I can't remember the last time I went to a meeting because I am just so discouraged and disgusted with what they're not doing. You know me. You remember me. We started protesting at the Bruce Bowling
That's
building.
right. That's how I met
And
you.
then we went to 225 Center Street. And then we went to Chinatown,
Mm-mm.
Ink Block. I'm telling you, it makes no sense. I ride up and down these streets every day, and all I see is a bunch of white folks working on these construction jobs. They're tearing up the sidewalk. They're building it. They're throwing up houses everywhere you turn around. It makes no daggone sense. And I say we need to disrupt some stuff. I've been saying it for the longest time. If we could pack 500 people into Roxbury Community College tonight, get them to commit to come to a meeting down at City Hall on a Wednesday when all the city councilors are there. Show up. Take a sick day, take a personal day, take a comp day. Just show up and let them know that we're sick of you all's bullcrap. We're tired of it. Next year's an election year. We got state reps. We got state senators. We got a governor. Get off your rump. Let's vote. Come together and move some of these people out of office that are not doing nothing for us. I got to do a shout out to my girl, Nadella. She almost single-handedly got them people from the National Coalition Against Predatory Lending, Blue Hub Capital, took them to court, won. But you know what our governor did? Our governor signed the bill, said, oh, it's okay to be a predatory lender. But now the judge said, you're a predatory lender and you got to pay. And so now they're getting rid of this SAM program, Shared Appreciation Mortgage, where they buy your house. And then they buy your house from the bank because you're in foreclosure. And then they turn around and sell you the house back for 25% more and 6% higher at an interest rate. And then they tell you, oh, you don't need a lawyer. You don't need a lawyer. Oh, you can refinance your house in a year. You go to refinance, they telling you you got a second mortgage. You like, I ain't got no second mortgage. They're like, yes, you do. So you go to page 40 in the daggone document, Shared Appreciation Mortgage, and what they say, you can take 40, 50, this company, Blue Hub Capital, 40, 50, 60% of the people's equity. How does that work? How is that legal? How is that right? I'm sick of these people.
Well, let's make it right tonight. So tonight at the Roxbury Community College Media Arts Building at 5:30, I'm encouraging people to show up. RSVP if you can. It's on my Facebook page. It's at the Boston Globe Facebook page. Register, come out. We'll have a Q&A. We have a couple of minutes left, and I just want to, acknowledge two people that we lost during these conversations. Two Black men, two heroes, and they both were good friends of mine. One is the Honorable Judge Leslie Harris, who participated in I don't know if it was the inaugural.
The third one. It was
the third one. Okay, yeah, because Zakia did all of them, right, in the Black community, but it's all right. But yeah, he shared some serious nuggets.
He did.
And it was really informative because he and I, we've been talking since the Stewart case, and he was there for one of our young people who was beat up by the police when I was the director at the Mission of Community Center. This is when he was a public defender, then he became a judge. And then of Chanel Terry, who was an all-scholastic athlete, good friend of mine, who was inducted into the Cooper Community Hall of Fame basketball along with me last summer. I believe it was last summer or the summer before. I can't, these days go by so fast. But I just want to lift up these two brothers because it shows us the life expectancy 1 mile apart from Back Bay to Roxbury. They both lived in the hood. They're from the hood. They love the hood, and let's continue to lift each other up. Love you, sisters. You know what? I'll see
Love you
y'all
too. I'll
tonight.
see you tonight.
Yeah.
And everybody, I got 1 minute left. So please come out to Roxbury Community College Media Arts. It's free. Register. But we getting ready to make some noise up in here, up in here. Pastor Bruce, please send me a copy of this so I can put this on my website. All right, y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all done got me up and started now.
Okay.
But see y'all later.